The phone buzzed on the nightstand at 2:17 a.m. Not her phone, mine. A bank notification, another charge, same city, same hotel chain, same room rate. I didn't move. I didn't breathe louder. I didn't wake her. She was asleep beside me, face turned away, one hand tucked under the pillow like she was hiding something even in dreams. The room smelled faintly of her perfume, applied too carefully that morning, for a mentorship dinner. I stared at the ceiling and let the silence stretch. "Respect him," she'd said earlier that night. "He's my boss. He's been mentoring me. You're being insecure." The word mentor echoed now, hollow and mocking. My phone vibrated again. An email receipt. I smiled, just barely. I already knew this night would come. I just hadn't expected it to be so tidy. I turned my head and watched her sleep. So peaceful, so practiced. That's when I understood something clearly, with no emotion attached. This wasn't a mistake. It was a system, and systems can be dismantled. It started months earlier, quietly. Not with lipstick, not with late-night fights, with admiration. She talked about him constantly, how sharp he was, how disciplined, how much he believed in her potential. She quoted his advice at dinner like scripture, corrected me using his words. When I questioned it, she laughed. "You should be grateful," she said. "Most bosses don't care like this." I nodded, played the role, but something in her eyes had changed. A brightness that didn't belong to me anymore, a look I hadn't earned recently. The first time she came home late, she smelled like hotel soap instead of office air. She said they had drinks near work, networking. I didn't argue. I watched. Her phone tilted away when she texted, her calendar suddenly password protected, work trips that didn't align with company schedules, and always his name, spoken with reverence. "Respect him," she repeated one night when I asked why a mentor needed weekends away. "Don't embarrass me." I apologized. Inside, something went still. I didn't check her phone. I didn't follow her. I let the data come to me. Shared accounts tell stories people forget they're telling. Expense categories, travel patterns, loyalty points. Hotels don't lie. Credit cards don't forget. Same room type, same nights, always booked under his corporate rate. I built a folder. Dates, receipts, times. Screenshots don't feel heavy at first, but stack enough of them and they start to feel like bricks. I stayed gentle at home, predictable, safe. She relaxed. She underestimated. One evening she mentioned his wife, complained about her casually, said she didn't understand his work, said some people just marry above their emotional capacity. I watched her talk and decided who deserved the truth. The final confirmation came on a Tuesday. She kissed me goodbye and said she'd be working late. Again. An hour later, the receipt landed in my inbox. I forwarded it, not to her, to the woman whose name was still attached to his life on paper. No message, no explanation, just facts. Receipts have a way of speaking without emotion. That night when she came home, I asked one question. "How's the mentorship going?" She froze, just for a second. Enough. I slid my phone across the table, not toward her, away, so she could see the open email thread, the forwarded attachments. Her face collapsed inward. You told her?" I nodded, calm, detached. "You ruined everything." I looked at her then, really looked. "No," I clarified. "I documented it." The fallout was efficient. His wife didn't scream. She hired a lawyer. His company didn't investigate feelings. They investigated liability. The mentoring program ended quietly. So did his marriage. My wife tried to cry, tried to explain, tried to reframe it as love. I listened, patiently. Then I handed her a printed timeline, dates she'd forgotten, lies she'd layered. She stopped talking. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't insult her. I simply stood up. "You asked me to respect him," I said. I did. Enough to be honest. I moved out that night. Now, months later, I hear fragments through mutual silence. 2 divorces, 1 resignation, careers rebranded, lives rewritten. I don't feel victorious. I feel accurate. Betrayal doesn't need rage. It needs exposure. And respect, real respect, is letting the truth speak without embellishment. I don't check her social media. I don't wonder if she misses me. Some lessons don't echo. They end.